Y'all, I can't fix this camera right. Like, I can't get it on the damn stand correctly. Like, it's pissing me off right now. Like, my camera is like popped to the side, and I'm all like, does it look that way? Does it look cool, y'all? Jesus. Yeah, it even looks kind of tilt. Like, you got to tilt your head like this just to look at it. Does it look okay, y'all? Hey, Joy. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Carla. Hey, Lakita. Hello, hello, hello. Well, while we wait for me to get my shit together, let's go ahead and talk about something that's actually positive. Make sure you guys come to the meetup April 10th to the 12th. We're meeting at 7 p.m. at Area 15. I can't wait to meet you guys. Please hit me up, either DM me, text me, call me, email me, all that good stuff, and let me know that you're coming. I will be starting the group chat soon. I went ahead and put the itinerary on my community tab on my main page. So AT2, just the regular one, I put it on there. And then on the backup channel, I'll put it on here too. But yeah, I need to try to. Does it look cool? You look okay? Okay. Okay. Y'all say it's okay, then I'll rock with it. Hey, Ryan, thank you so much for the $4.99. Thank you for the $4.99. Thank you. What's up, Angie? What's up, Benita? What's up, Winnie? What's up, Jackie? Hello, hello, hello. Thank you guys for coming. Yeah, I took my camera off to record something, and then now I'm all like, shit, I gotta put it back on because I gotta do a live show. And so I'm all just thrown off, y'all. I apologize. You know, it is what it is. But welcome to the show. I haven't talked about yesterday because yesterday, for those of you who don't know, I went to the Kamala Harris conversation for the second time because this time I wanted to get a picture. No, they haven't uploaded the photo, so I don't know. But if the photo ugly, I ain't gonna post it. Like, y'all just know that I went. But it did come with the new book. So this time it says like the bestseller. And then she did sign the book as well too. Yeah, rest in peace, Ren. Yeah. See, Wu Child's the OG, so she know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so she did sign the inside of the book. I don't know if y'all can see it. Hold on, let me show y'all. Yeah. So yeah, it was cool. I'll give a whole breakdown and stuff like that later on, but I'll let you guys know what happened. What's up, Princess? What's up, beautiful? How you doing? Hello, hello, hello. Hold on. Why is it kind of blurry? Is that a smudge on the can? No, that's not a smudge on the. That might be on my computer. Oh, because I had put Vaseline on my lips and then I wiped my computer. Yeah, that's where that smudge came from. Okay. Anyway, y'all, that was just me. This camera is throwing me off. I hate that it's all off kilter. All right. Anyway, we just gonna rock with it. I know what y'all here for. Y'all here for Catfish 2.0 or Catfish 3.0 because I think originally JR was the catfish, and now there's multiple catfishes now. Yes, rest in peace, Real. Yes. Can we do a 30-second countdown for Real? I can't believe it's almost going to be 2 years, you guys, since he passed away. Let's do a 30-second countdown for Real. Yeah, see, Nick know what I'm talking about. It's literally like tilted like this, but the thing is like it automatically like stabilizes and like corrects the picture, so it's correcting itself, but it is off to the side like this, and so I'm all like, but I'll fix it later. What's up, Tenaki? I keep forgetting that Tenaki is a moderator on the backup channel. I don't remember why I made her a moderator and then kept her. I don't know why I kept her, but she here, have no fear. Tanaki is here. What's up, Stephanie? I don't know if I say hi to you or not, Stephanie, but I'm saying hi now. Um, but yeah, so anyway, so there's this whole catfish scandal that has been going on. So the guy in the picture, like I did turn it into a cartoon, but that was a picture that EO had posted on her community tab. That is Ahmad. For those of you who need a little catch up, basically what happened, Ahmad is the new guy in EO's life that came in, tried to swoop her. But when he met her, he was all like, oh, bitch, you ugly. And so now he wants nothing to do with her. Boom, there you go. That's the backstory. So now we are continuing from what we heard the other day. So yesterday, Dani had played an audio of her conversation with Ahmad, and he was kind of like breaking down what happened. Remember, we found out from Rose T. Shout out to Rose T. Rose T is still mad at me, you guys. She didn't like that I called her a villain / heel / bad guy. But I mean, she has to own it. Like, that's who you are. Like, you are a heel. You are a bad guy. Like, you're not a good guy. I mean, you're not moving like one. Hello? You know, that's your character that you play on YouTube. I'm not saying you're a bad person in real life. It's the character that you play. You are a heel. I love heels. I love bad guys. You know who else is a good heel? Trees. Trees is a great heel. Like, there were times where I did not like her, but now that I'm cool with her, I like her and I can respect that she knows that she's a heel. She plays her role very well. Now she's kind of like an in-betweener and she tries to be a good guy. And I don't like that for her. I need her to be the ultimate heel. I need her to feed into that evilness that's inside of her. Like, that's what I love. You know, that heel character that she plays, it's a very good role. What's up, Empress? Anyway, so the Ma guy had a conversation with Dani, right? Oh my God. And I don't know. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree with me. I'm going to tell you guys what I'm going to say, right? That the song, the music, you know how people have the music in the background? I wish y'all would like either turn that shit off or turn it all the way down to like 1. Like, because I don't know if y'all realize. No, not this one. That's the sound effect. This should be so loud. It'd be loud. Like, on my end, it doesn't seem that loud, right? But when you're listening to someone's like video, the music be hella loud in the background. I hate that shit. And all you hear the whole time, like because you can barely hear what he's saying, right? And then all you hear is fucking shit. We're trying to get the fucking exclusive. Fuck. You know, that shit is fucking annoying. Like, man, oh my God. Oh my God. That's why I don't watch that hoe. Fuck. Shit is fucking annoying. Oh my God. I'm sorry, y'all. I just got irritated. Well, like, I'm trying to get the tea, right? And then all you hear, oh God. God damn it. I hate the put a 1 in the chat if you hate the background music. I can't be the only one. It's distracting. Thank you, Benita. This shit is distracting. Why you yelling? Because that shit is a fucking annoying shit. Oh my God. That should be getting on my nerves. Every time I hear somebody playing in the background, I'll be like, no, skip. Oh my God. Like, it's cool, like, if you have, like, a little commercial break or something like that, and, like, there's some dead air, so you add in the music for the dead air. But if you're in mid-conversation and you're playing music, that shit is totally distracting. Like, oh, my God. Because then this fool sounds like he got marbles in his mouth. He goes, rah, 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 and I can barely make out what he said, but I caught the shit talking though. But I can barely make out what he said, and you know, it's oh my, y'all, it was so much. I'm telling you. Anyway, so Ahmad basically said that you know he was talking to EO and they were cool and whatnot, and then he had a business trip that he was going on. Like I told you guys. That's one of the reasons why he wanted to go to Chicago or whatever, right? So he said that, you know, he kind of contradicted himself, because one moment he said that she looked cool, and then the next moment he said that he felt like she catfished him. Video what it is. He felt like she catfished him, right? So what he said is like they would FaceTime. And so when they would FaceTime, basically what she would do is like be in the dark, covering half her face, and like he couldn't really make out who like she really was, but you know, she like basically she'd be like this, like I told you guys the other day. She like all in the dark. Hold on. This ain't dramatic enough. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn off my camera real quick. Hold on. Because she be like this. She be like this in the dark. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. Yeah. And she all in the dark and shit like that. And she never wanted to turn on the light. Now, I did watch a little incoming opinion, right? I did watch a little bit of her video. And what she said is that she don't be in the dark. She said that her kitchen got a hella light in it, and he lying about her being in the dark. But listen, here's my thing about it, right? Let me turn back on the light. Here's my thing about it. If you really not ugly and there's nothing that you hiding, then just turn on your camera. You know, just turn on your camera. Why are you in the dark like this with your burqa on, fooling the men's? You over there fooling the men's, and you in your burqa trying to pretend like you a bad bitch. Like why? Like why are you ashamed of what you look like? Now, in order to debunk it, turn on your camera. You know, that's how we know. But yeah, she would be like that or whatever. And so he was all like, you know, I got pictures of her, and so I knew what she looked like, but he was like, I don't know how old the pictures are, but he was all like, those weren't current pictures that he got. So I guess she's using pictures from like 15, 20 years ago. And I was like, dang, she's that old? But I guess she's like in her late 40s or something. Excuse me, she's in her like her late 40s or something like that. But she using pictures from like when she was like 21, 22. So she's over there faking it like, you know, she still looked the same, but she looked completely different or whatever. Now, on her defense, she said like, no, he's seen what she looked like. They FaceTime. She said there's hella light in her kitchen. So how did he get confused of what she looked like? Listen, and I'm going to call both of them out, right? Because they both ugly. They in the black tea sector. We all ugly over here. So, you know, I'm not surprised that they ugly. Be proud of it, right? The only way they can debunk it is if they turn on their camera. They both go live, right? They both go head to head and be like, all right, we're going to do a facial reveal. And they turn on that camera. That's how you debunk the rumors. Turn on that camera, you know? Turn on the camera. Show your face. Remember old school Perry's real. Show your face. Yeah, that's the only way to debunk it. But anyway, so she catfished them with like 20, 15-year-old pictures or whatever, right? So then he said, like, you know, when she was there, it was just something about her that was kind of like a little like off-putting to him, basically. And I'm paraphrasing. There was something a little bit off-putting to him about her, and she was like, it seemed like when they're on the phone, and I'll tell you guys this too. Sometimes don't meet your heroes, aka don't meet your favorite content creators, because you can meet me. Hold on, let me clarify that, because I'm doing a whole meetup and I'm telling y'all not to meet somebody. But sometimes people who they are online is not who they are in person. And, you know, and I think also, too, the reason why I'm calling EO Mel Jones Jr., a.k.a. Melanie Jones Jr., is because her and Ahmad had phone sex as well, too, y'all. What's up with all these people out here having phone sex? So I guess the phone sex was more appealing than the actual real sex that allegedly didn't happen. Allegedly. But with that being said, I just kind of look at this as like, damn, what's going on with these internet relationships? Like, y'all, y'all can't fight nobody in real life, Like, y'all want to fuck everybody on the internet? Now, like I said, I did watch some of EO's video, and EO claims that she never had phone sex. She said that her voice just sounds sexy, and he whipped out his dick. And yeah. And she said he had it all oiled up. They out here just exposing each other. Oh my God. But yeah, she said, oh, and she was all like, he just whipped it out. That's it. We didn't do nothing. She was like, I wasn't touching myself or nothing. So he just whipped it out for you, but you wasn't like doing anything or like, man, y'all the thing is that they're ashamed of this whole relationship, whatever. They're ashamed of it. Because someone had commented the other day, because remember I told you like this storyline ain't hidden? I think like when I talk about it and do my review, I think you guys enjoy it. But when they're doing it or talking about it, it's all like, I don't really care. Like, something about it wasn't hidden. Somebody had commented the other day. It was like, you are right about the two things. Like, no one gives a fuck and nobody knows who the fuck they are. But also the reason why is because there's a lot of lying going on here, right? I think all parties are lying. I don't think it's a situation where like, oh, one party is telling the truth over another. Someone told me to check my DM. Hold on. I don't think it's one where like one person is telling the truth and the other person is lying. I think they're all lying. They're all lying. Oh, Lord, I got an exclusive. Wow. So remember I told you guys the other day, Tremaine, the one that accused EO of trying to steal her man. So, yes, it was Trees. Yes. So Tremaine was like, I told you like she was trying to come on to him and stuff like that and was like claiming him after 3 days, right? Well, what ended up happening was that she was like texting him and then he completely like ignored her because he was like off-putted by her, right? Well, now I find out something else. So y'all remember Sammy? Sammy girl? Sammy? I guess Sammy was trying to get with him too. Wow. 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 Sammy was trying to get with him too. Wow. So I guess this is just a thing that he does, try to get with different content creators. Like, here's the thing, maybe because y'all women, y'all don't understand. Me being a man, I understand like, oh, you're only talking to me because I'm a content creator. Yeah, he got hoes. I got hoes. Shit, he got more hoes than me. My phone is hella dry. But whenever like, oh, AT2, you're so funny, you're so cute. Oh, I love you. I want to do this. And when it gets to the point where it's like sexual, I totally just avoid the conversation or I change the subject because I realize, oh, you're trying to catch me into some shit. Like, I always think about shit like that, right? I'll be like, oh, I really have to play it smart. And especially when you ain't never met the person. Like, for example, me and Ryan, we're just like cool ass friends. Like, me and Ryan actually live near each other and like we're just cool as hell, like nothing sexual or anything like that. But with a lot of these different subscribers and stuff like that, you got to be careful because you don't know what their intentions are. Like, sometimes they want to meet you so then they can have dirt and have a story to tell and run back to the internet. I've never had that thought about Ryan that, oh, she's going to try to run back to the internet. She's even met my brother, like if you meet my family, like that's important to me. So knowing that I can trust her and she wasn't all like, yeah, his brother was this and that and da 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 da. Like she didn't do any of that. So I respect Ryan. Like, there's certain people like I can be cool with like that, and then there's certain people that you can't be cool with like that. Yeah, real connect. Exactly. Real connection. And I guess for these women, because they don't really get any action in real life. That's here's me being shady. They don't get any real action in real life. So whenever like a man comes onto them, they're like swoon and they say like, oh, he's like one of the very few straight men on this platform, and that's why all the girls want him and stuff like that. But it's all like, okay, well, what's going on in your real life? Like you ain't like meeting no man out in real life, or you're not communicating with like a real person out there. Like, what is it about the internet that makes you want to, like, you don't think messing with somebody on the internet will eventually come back to the internet? That's why when y'all make up stories about, oh yeah, you met so-and-so in LA and all this other stuff, like, I'm all like, do y'all think I'm that stupid, like, to get myself in trouble like that? Or like even try? No. First of all, no. Second of all, no. And then third of all, do you think I'm dumb enough to like get myself caught up? That's why you don't see any news. You don't see any text messages. You don't see any emails or recorded calls of me doing, well, somebody try to record my call, but recorded calls of me doing no stupid shit. I'm way smarter than that. I understand that not everybody wants to see you do good. A lot of people want to see you down bad. They want to see you struggling. They want to see you hurt. They want to embarrass you. They want to have this storyline so they can come back to the internet and try to play you for a fool. And I hate to be that way, but that's the truth. That's how it is. There's certain people that you can let your guard down and you can be yourself around. And trust me, I'm myself all the time. But sharing personal information and stuff like that, you got to be careful. Like, you literally slept in, well, I guess he slept on the couch and she slept on the bunk bed or something like that. Like, why did this place have bunk beds? Y'all, I don't know. Anyway, so with that being said, you have to be so comfortable with somebody where you are willing to sleep around them. Like, if I'm not comfortable around you, I'm not sleeping around you. I can't feel comfortable enough to sleep around you because I don't know what you're going to try to do, try to take pictures, do whatever you like. I don't know. But the fact that you didn't really know this person and you got high or whatnot and you did all this other stuff, like, no matter what you try to debunk, you still look like a fool. At the end of the day, you still look like a fool because this man played you. Now, this is going to be his introduction into thank you, Jackie. This is going to be his introduction into YouTube. He's going to use this to get his way of becoming a content creator. And yesterday somebody was all like, oh, what do you mean? What's wrong? No, they said, don't most subscribers become content creators? Yeah, in a way. But what I actually meant by that is that there's this disgruntled moderator subscriber pipeline into becoming a content creator. Oh, he deleted his channel. Okay. He'll be back. I promise you, he'll be back. Because they're not talking about the women. They're not done talking about it. I guarantee he'll be back. I don't think he's gone forever. But it's like once they have like a falling out with a content creator, the moderator or subscriber will then create a channel, and that channel will be based on dragging the content creator that they were once under. I'll give you an example. This person wasn't necessarily my moderator, but remember I had mentored that one lady. Remember the lady She was what's her name? Maven, whatever, Good Hood Project. Well, after our relationship had dissolved, remember she created her own channel and basically, well, she had a channel because I was helping her with her channel, but her channel then turned into a whole bashing of AT2 and trying to convince everybody in the black tea sector, yeah, the $200 lady, yeah, trying to convince everybody that I was a horrible person. And it's kind of like, all right, well, I thought you were supposed to be talking about humanitarian work and trying to help the homeless and feed the hungry, but you turn your whole channel into bashing AT2. Trip on the way. Oh, right. Yes, that lady. Yeah. So again, like there is something about that whole disgruntled subscriber and moderator relationship, and that's what I see this being. And also, too, I was wondering, did he know that Dani was recording him, you guys, or was he like surprised? Grimace. Yeah, I don't because I feel like certain parts of that conversation was cut off because it didn't start with like bling bling bling. Oh, he knew. Okay. It didn't start out with like a phone, like the ringing of the phone. It kind of seemed like the conversation was already going and then they hopped into it. Where like, if you're straight recording somebody, like usually, you hear the phone ring and then, they're kind of throwing like it just seemed like it was edited, like we didn't hear everything, you know. And of course, do I believe that Ahmad is telling the truth about everything? No, I don't. Do I believe that EO is telling the truth about everything? No, I don't. I think that listen, this was something that she wasn't even going to tell us until like I believe it was it Tremaine that dropped the exclusive that they were talking? It was Tremaine or Cleo. One of them dropped it that they were talking to the same man or whatever, right? That's how we found out about it. I honestly feel like JR did not know anything about this. Now, they're putting on a front that, oh, he knew they were broken up, blah, blah, blah. But I think that's just so that he doesn't feel played. Sometimes women will do this, and put a one in the chat, women, if y'all agree with this. Sometimes women will try to boost our ego. They will be all like, oh, yeah, I did this or that, but I was just trying to help you out, or I was just trying to do this, trying to do that. So I feel like she was trying to cover up for like he really didn't know, but she didn't want to hurt him. So she was trying to boost his ego by saying, yeah, we were already broken up, blah, 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 blah. I think he was totally thrown off by the situation. And the fact that they met is another thing. I think that also hurt him as well. Because I feel, I'm sorry, y'all. I still don't believe that EO and JR met each other. Honestly, I don't care if they ever met each other. But listen, I'm not going to have my relationship online. I'm going to have a relationship in real life. Like, y'all been together for almost 2 years, and there are a year and a half, and there's no plan for y'all to move in with each other, to take trips together, to do this, to do that. The only communication that you guys have is online or through FaceTime. Like, there's no plan for y'all to like ever. I agree. I don't think they met. Yeah, my man. Like, it just got. It's too much for the internet. It's too much for the internet and not a lot for real life. Let me ask y'all so y'all can get dragged with me instead of just me getting dragged all the time. Do you think that EO and JR met each other in real life? Yes or no? Yeah, because today she said something about like, Oh yeah, I don't even. And she was like, I felt uncomfortable giving him a hug and all this other stuff, right? And she was all like, yeah, the only man that I'll be all over is Jr. I sit on his lap. We're supposed to believe that you sit on his lap. I don't know. And I think it goes back to, and I'm not trying to, because I know Trees is cool with her. I'm not trying to throw her under the bus. But remember, Trees had called it out like in the beginning, like when they were beefing, because she was all like, this nigga in a wheelchair, and you said that y'all doing push-ups and sit-ups together. Yo! Yo! And so from that lie, I was all like, oh, they can't be trusted. And trust me, I get that. Oh, you don't want to tell everybody. You know, like you don't want to embarrass them. You're like, oh yeah, he is in a wheelchair or whatever. But they were trying to cover it up, and so EO said something about like they were doing sit-ups and push-ups. Yeah, I'm not trying to be hateful either, but it's all like when you start out with that kind of lie, how are we supposed to believe anything else? You know, y'all was doing push-ups and sit-ups together, and like the what because I don't know if they ever came out and said like, oh well, you know, I didn't want to tell people my business, you know, like that is uncomfortable. Like who wants to talk about any of their disabilities and stuff like that, right? And I don't even think that that should have been something that was outed to begin with, especially because I'm an advocate for people with disabilities and stuff like that, you know. This is why I vote the way I do. But also to make up a story or make up lies, it was like, now how are we supposed to believe anything else? So we're supposed to believe that y'all flew to each other and met each other, y'all spent time together, y'all went on vacations and stuff like that. It's not adding up. The way that you were so happy to, you know, see this Ahmad guy in person and y'all spent like, I think like 3 days together or something like that. I don't think she ever did that for JR. Don't tell me. Dylan, go to hell. Go to hell. She said the bottom of his shoes were clean. Yo, that's what she said. Y'all are crazy. Seems like a made up story to me. Yeah, it just don't. And again, it's not about whether or not they have met each other before. I think in my heart, and this is just me being honest, and you know, me and Mel don't get along, but I'm gonna be honest and defend her when it's right to defend her. I feel like this whole thing was played up on the internet to make Mel, one, jealous, but two, make her look like she's desperate. And EO is so sick and twisted that she wanted to continue this whole fake relationship with JR just to shit on Melanie. I'll be honest, I'm gonna put it out there. And y'all can disagree. She hates Mel so much that she would continue this whole fake relationship without even having any intent in meeting JR in real life, just to make Melanie mad. They are all. Yes, I totally agree, Princess. I totally agree. You're right. Just for yeah. And like my thing is like I wouldn't have no fake relationship just for content. Like that's like sad, you know? Like a whole fake relationship for content and just to make Mel mad, like and trust me, Mel's a little scary cat because like every time I come in her chat, she blocks me. Yo, she was talking shit on Station Head, right? So I popped up and it was all like, "Oh, you running for me?" And she blocked me. I was like, "Damn, yeah, yeah, that lady don't like me no more." But I feel like doing all of that to Mel, like it's ridiculous. Like you ain't got to do that. And you know what the sad part is too? I think Mel still probably has feelings for that man too. She's still probably in love with him. I'm like, Mel, come on now. You got to do better than that. Like, you got to love yourself, you know? You got to love yourself. And like I said, it's not that you can't find love on the internet, right? I mean, we're in a day and age of where we date on the internet. We'll date through apps and stuff like that, right? You know, Plenty of Fish, Tinder, whatever you choose to use, that's what you choose to use, right? Me knowing that this is my job, I know that it can't go past nothing than a platonic relationship. I automatically know that, unless there's some money involved, because I'll do something strange for a little piece of change for some money, right? Don't judge me, judge your mama. But I'll do something strange for a little piece of change. But I know, me being a content creator, the relationship is only going to go so far. It's not going to go anywhere past like, hey, you know, we're cool, we're friends or whatever. It's going to be completely platonic. But some of y'all are coming on here looking for love, and I'm all like, this ain't the right, at least not this sector. At least find somebody in a different sector or a different genre or something. You know, like, why somebody over in the black tea space? Like, no, definitely not. Eel said her and JR plan to get back together. I get back together to create content and make Melanie Jones jealous. You know, like, I just don't know. Like, to make Melanie jealous, like, it's something about it that just don't feel real to me. It just don't feel real. It don't feel like it's a real relationship. And listen, if they want to say it's real, okay, I respect that. I respect a real fake relationship. I'll mess with that one. I said I respect a real fake relationship. But, you know, if it's real to them, it's real to them. But I just don't see it. I don't see the actual connection. I don't see the chemistry. And maybe because they also, too, they fucking avatars, too. So, like, you can't really see, like, a connection. But, you know, like, when you see a couple, you're like, oh, wow, that couple actually loves each other. Oh, wow, that couple, I can see why they're together. I don't get that feeling. Like, I don't see it. And it's not because, oh, I hate them and don't like them. I'm just being honest. I don't see the chemistry. You know, she all like, hey, baby. And he all like, yeah. So, yeah, you know, motherfuckers be hating over here. And motherfuckers just be so mad. Yeah. And, like, it's just, it's no chemistry, you know? It's like oil and water. It don't mix. Like, there's nothing, like, exciting. Like, oh, yeah, we did this, we did that. Like, you know, at least tell us some sex stories, you know, like tell us some nasty at the dark, you know, make spice it up a little bit, you know. You know, I don't know, but it just doesn't seem real. Like, you see a couple, like, for example, I can say my parents, like, you see chemistry, right? You see them together, but it's like, when you see that couple, okay, let me give you Michelle and Barack Obama. Chemistry. You know why they're together. Undeniable. Black love. You know all that. You get that from them. I'll give you another example. Kamala Harris and her husband Doug. That's love. It ain't black love, but, you know, it's a mixed love, and, like, you see that they actually like each other. Let me give you an example of a couple that don't really like each other and they don't have actual chemistry, and you know this is an arranged marriage. Donald Trump and Melania don't have chemistry. That woman don't even want to kiss that man. That woman looks disgusted being around. They give me Melania and Trump, no chemistry. Like, this is an arranged thing. Somebody needed a green card. Like, you know, she needed her taxes paid off. Not Will and G. Now, it don't get me freak. You know, it don't get me freak. But, you know, Yeah, it gives you a hinge of weirdness. I'll say that it gives you a little weirdness to it, right? It's a little weird. A little, I don't like it. Oh, yeah. Haley Bieber and Justin Bieber. Yeah. That it's a little weird. It doesn't give you love. It's like something is off about the relationship, right? I knew you would like that one, Benita. Jag and Odell. Weird, very off-putting. But hell, I'll say this: at least Jag and Odell have met each other. They might be living in an abandoned hotel room, but at least they met each other. Like I would say, they have more chemistry than Jr. and EO. Hell, let me tell you something. Remember, Mel used to do her After Dark segments on Saturday. He seemed more alive during those after dark conversations with Mel than he does with EO. It seemed like he had more of a connection. Oh, I'm about to get in trouble, y'all. Oh, I shouldn't say this, but F it, I'm gonna say it. Mel and JR have more similar personalities than JR has with EO. During that time, Mel and JR had more of a connection than EO and JR. I think that he chose to go with EO because EO looks better. Or at least from like the pictures of her 15 or 20 years ago, like Ahmad said, she it should be FaceTiming in the dark with her burqa on. Hold on. Let me go back in the dark, y'all. Hold on. So this right here looks better than Melanie Jones. So that's what it was. She looked better. Yeah. So this is what he likes. And Mel should have been his girl the whole time. Mel do be dressing like an old Yo, y'all was talking about that lady with her grandma wig. Remember Mel had that she had that grandma wig. I think it was the grandma wig, the grandma wig kind of threw it off a little bit. Like it just was like, no, Mel, not the grandma wig. No, Granny, no. Yeah, don't put on that little. Y'all know which wig I'm talking about. It was like that. Is that a 22 piece? Is that what a 22? It was like, I don't. You know how like Whitney Houston used to throw on wigs back in the day? It looked like that. It looked like it was a shake and go. Like literally, you put it on, shake it, and then yeah, that's all you needed. Like I think that kind of wig that she had, like it just didn't. It didn't compliment her at all. AT2, you going down. I know, do the right thing. I ain't shit for that. The outfit was in its 1990. Yeah, she need a designer. That's what it is. Mel needs a designer. It was a 27 piece. Yeah, Mel had that 27 piece wig on. It just no. Mel just needs a good designer, and I think she'd be lit because I don't think Mel's ugly. I don't think she's a man. I don't think she's a dog. You ain't never heard me say that she's a dog. Like I might say, oh, she be barking at people, but that's not her. I'm not calling her a man. I don't say that she's like those kind of things. Those are kind of like microaggressions too. And so are playing in the stereotypes. Like I don't do that. But she needs her like y'all like what should she like should like Mel like where should Mel shop at? Like ladies in the chat, because I know Mel is watching. Where should Mel shop at? Yeah, it's just not no style. Yeah. And I was kind of thinking like too, I was all like, remember I used to dress up for the shows? I used to always have a button up and stuff like that. I want to go back to doing that because I think you feel better based on the way that you look and stuff. And like, I'll throw on a shirt. Like for men, it's easy for us. All we got to do is throw on a shirt and then call it a day. I know women got to put on makeup, they got to do their hair. I know it takes a lot for you guys to be on camera. But damn, at least like every once in a blue moon, like turn on your camera and like, like if you want to be an internet personality and your whole thing is to meet you a man off the internet, then dress up a little bit. Shit, show us some titties, show us some ass. Like, turn us on. Like, I can't get turned on by this. This is why I don't understand why Ahmad was going through all these women on through the black tea sector, because how does this turn you on? And maybe you can get turned on by a voice, I need the voice, I need the visual, like I need to be stimulated, Stimulate me. I want to be stimulated. I gotta be stimulated, I'm just oh, I know they're gonna circle that clip around, right? But yeah, like it's nothing about them that's like, yeah, like, and again, I know we go through this whole avatar conversation. Y'all think that I hate all avatars. I don't hate all avatars. I don't. The avatars that dox people and stuff, I don't like those. But again, when you looking for love on the internet, you would picture like, yeah, I'm gonna get on camera, I'm gonna get dressed up, and yeah, this is after dark right now, right? I'll get dressed up. You like if you're looking for love, like how are you looking for love, but you an avatar? Because what happens is like these people will finally show their face, right? Whenever, so say like they finally meet a man that they like, right? They'll end up showing their face, and then the guy's kind of like, whoa, 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 like, bitch, you tricked me. Because, some of these avatar reveals that I have seen, like, I'll be like, oh, you out here tricking niggas because you ugly as fuck. That's what I say in my head. I don't say that out loud. I say that in my head, right? And it's all like, if you had already shown who you are and had shown your face, it wouldn't be such a shocker. But you have a lot of these avatar ladies on here who are like calling people ugly, talking about their teeth, talking about their fat, talking about their this, talking about their that. And then when they reveal themselves, you expecting, a 10, a 20, a 20 out of 10, right? When you see them, these are like fucking gargoyles. Like, how dare you talk about me and you look like a fucking gargoyle? Hello? A gargoyle, and you have the nerve to call me fat? Get the fuck out of here. It's crazy. It seems like she doesn't go outside, like witness protect. Yeah. Yes, gargoyles. Yeah. AT2, did you say the be well? I think I did. Yeah. You caught me. Yeah, but these bees be talking all this shit about somebody ugly, and then when they reveal their face, they like, you're like, oh wait, I didn't know you look like that. Like, if you ugly, you need to be the nicest fucking person. Like, stop being mean. If you ugly, stop being so mean to people. Oh, it's Tremaine. I haven't seen Tremaine. Is she ugly? Hold on. No, I think I did see her. Oh, and I did get a picture of We the People. I wouldn't say We the People is ugly. I think I just got a bad picture. No, I didn't get a picture of Tremaine. 82, you and Mel would make a cute couple. No. Yeah, I think I just got a bad picture. I don't think that she's ugly. I think it was like, you know how like you take a screenshot like mid conversation. I think that's what it was. I don't think she's ugly, but if I get like a new picture, I'll let you guys know. Uh, if you got her a stylist, yeah, definitely a stylist. Yeah, ain't no way. Okay, she's beautiful. Okay, yeah, I think I just got a bad picture, y'all. Hold on, let me see. We the people. Let me see if I can find a picture of her. Oh, that's not her. Oh, I don't even know what her channel is. It don't pop up when you put it. Looks like a tree man. Damn, you said tree man. Damn. Oh, I was trying to find incoming opinion. She posted a picture of her. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, I was talking about Mel. Sorry. Wait, what did you say? Oh no, Cammy. I know who you. No, I knew who you was talking about. No, we the people look better than EO. Okay, where? Oh, that's Tremaine. Okay, this looks like she was like mid conversation, and it's not straight on. Um, she just built like somebody Big Mama. That's it. Yeah, she built like Big Mama. You know. Yeah, but I wouldn't say that she's ugly. No, shit, I'm big too. We can be big together. Yeah, but she's not ugly. I would say that. And then I seen pictures of Cleo, like because I know through Melanie used to post pictures of Cleo. Um, I think Cleo is one of those. Oh, and we about to get into something deep right now. Cleo is one of those people that who feels like she looks good just because she's light skinned, and being light skinned doesn't equate to beauty. For example, a perfect person that I would say who's light skinned and not beautiful is Tiny. A lot of people would say Tiny does not look good just because she's light skinned. People think she look good. Um, Somebody who's have a darker complexion, Kelly Rowland. Kelly Rowland is beautiful. Kelly Rowland was shit on Tiny any day of the week. Gabrielle Union was shit on Tiny any day of the week. Oh, that's a deep conversation right there. Y'all ain't ready. I don't want to go too deep, but yeah, but that's what I get from Cleo. Like, I just feel like I look good because of this, you know, or Tremaine, Tremaine. Yo, y'all be so crazy. Yeah, but it's like a side profile, y'all. It's not like a full on face. So that's why I'm saying like I can't say for sure that yeah, Tremaine is ugly or she looks like a man. Like I haven't seen a full on face yet. When I see a full on face, then I'll be able to make that determination. Did you see her dirty feet? No, y'all be having bootleg fuck. See, I don't be in the Discord. Y'all in the Discords and shit like that, huh? See, I don't be in the. Listen, I try to stay away from all the discords and shit like that because it leads to a whole bunch of discourse. You know, discord leads into a whole bunch of discourse. Tiny look like TS. Y'all being shady now. Cleo lady. Yeah, she got some prominent facial hair. Oh wait, facial hair. Wait, Cleo do, or are you talking about Tremaine, or both? Tiny look better, belt surgery. Maybe it's menopause. I've been hearing about Cleo got dirty feet. You know, I think I've seen something about her having dirty feet or something like that. And didn't y'all say she got a mustache? Y'all be going in on people like y'all are mean. Listen, Cleo and Tremaine, I have no issue. I don't know if they talk shit about me before, so I don't want to be mean to them. You know, I don't. Now, if I find out, that's why I don't mind going hard on EO and JR because they have talked shit about me. But usually, if somebody hasn't talked shit about me, I don't try to go in hard on them. I don't respect. Cleo needs to wash her ass. Who now? Trees was talking about like one of them has like a booty cat. Like one of them shits out their vagina or something. I didn't know that was condition. But Trees always she'll bring it up on her station head. Like one of them like got like some kind of mental condition where they shit out their Cleo. Wow. I don't know. Is that like a? That's crazy. That's wild. That's some shit I've never heard of before. Because we gonna get into detail. Every woman has a smell, right? And I'm not saying like a bad smell, but every woman has a smell. Like, like sometimes like you'll go down to like tie your shoe or something like that, or like you kind of will lay on her lap or something like that, and you do a little sniff, like, oh shit, it sounds like I got boogers on my nose, but you do a little, and you're like, I like that smell, But when it smell bad, you kind of like, ooh, let me move away. And I'm talking about with clothes on, like, I'm not talking about without. I'm talking about with clothes on. But, you listen. If you smell it through the clothes, that means that it's really funky. But I don't know if send her to a doctor, y'all. Like instead of making fun of her Bucci cat, like send her. Oh, also somebody in chat. I forgot who it was. If you know who you are, you can say it. But they said she got a poo naughty. Like poo poo. She got a poo naughty. And they spelled it POONY. Oh my god, they was going in. They said she got a poo naughty. Not just a poo naughty, but a poo naughty. Y'all going to hell. Oh my god. Y'all is going to hell. Like, and man, why would you tell people that? Yeah, that's sad. And and it could be something like medically wrong. I think instead of making fun of her, I think people should, after we don't laugh at her, but I think people should like really take her to the doctor or suggest her going to the doctor because that's not normal. Like I said, every woman has a smell, and it's not supposed to smell bad, but every woman has a smell. It's the pheromones. The pheromones. Stinky ass to a doctor. I just want Cleo to stop lying about walking the runway. Girl, you struggling on a bar Damn. Yeah, that's not good. That's why I'm not sure if it's true because who would tell? Yeah, that's it. Listen, ain't nobody has met me and ever said, "Oh yeah, he was stinking and all." Yeah, no one has ever done that to me. Now I know there was one person who said, "Oh yeah, he was stinking in my car," blah blah blah, and I'm all like, "That's not true." No, but they said that after they were mad at me. But other than that, y'all ain't never heard nobody say, "Oh, they met me and I was just stinking and funky and shit like that." Like no one that I have met has smelled. So yeah, and trust me, I would never talk to them again if they smell bad. Like I just no. Not me, girl. Smell like Dookie definitely worse than Sea Life. Yeah. Um, thank you. That's what I'm trying to understand. I wouldn't tell nobody this, especially the internet. Yeah, especially internet strangers. I wouldn't. I don't even know how that come up in conversation. Like, girl, I got a Dookie coochie. Girl, got me a poop nanny. Yo, how did that come up in conversation? Like, girl, my poop nanny stank. Like, how do you what? These are not conversations that normal people have. It's not normal. Like, let's not make it normal. Like, let's do that. Let's not make it normal. Let's not normalize sharing personal information that you shouldn't share with people. That's a little crazy. Pootie cat. All right, y'all. I'm done talking about these people. But this is the crazy world of the black tea sector. This is a storyline going on. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't think there'll be any more updates. It don't seem like there'll be anything going on that's worth it to even talk about. But I hope you guys enjoyed the show, at least. Oh, there is something else that I want to talk about. Because I want to talk about Maggie and Lady T real quick, because I'm not going to do it on the main channel. I'll do it back here, though. But again, you guys, don't forget about the meetup in Vegas, April 10th through the 12th. I can't wait to see you guys. Make sure that you guys bring your own money, book your hotel, your car, book all of that. I'm just here for your entertainment. I'm not the one, paying for everything. I don't want you to think that this is some inclusive trip or something like that. We'll have a destination. I was going to say a destination wedding, but a destination kind of meetup, in the future. But right now, we just going to Vegas. Lady T is Tattoo Lady, right? Yes, that is Tattoo Lady. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. So Maggie, remember I told you Maggie had said that I was one of the reasons why she lost her appeal, her waiver to do her appeal or whatever, and because I sent her a super chat or something. Well, Lady T not Lady T, Lady Letitia happened to be in the chat, and she clarified. She was all like, "No, AT2 was on panel, and you had got a super chat. It had nothing to do with AT2." But the judge asked, "Do you know who AT2 is?" So I was brought up in their court case or whatever, right? So that's here nor there, whatever. But Lady T clarified, like, no, it had nothing to do with AT2 sending you a super chat. I guess Maggie was confused or whatever. So that's why Maggie was going around saying that I was working with Lady Letitia to try to take her down, and I sent a super chat on purpose to screw her over. I'm all like, lady, I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. But, it is what it is. So that issue is resolved. And Lady T clicked the link because she wanted to confront me. She was upset about what I had said about her kids and all that stuff. And, and the thing is like, when I said what I said, I actually apologized for it right in that moment. I was like, you know what? That was wrong. I shouldn't have said that. I apologize. And she was just telling me that she was hurt by the things that I was saying. And listen, I totally get it, but let's not forget that people say mean shit to me all the time. And so I'm going to I'm going to hit back. I'm going to hit back hard. And I told you guys, this was like a couple of months ago. I said, now I'm not taking no shit when it comes to my family. As soon as you mention my family or anything, I'm going to hit you below the belt. I'm going to hit you where it hurts. Because for me, I think we should all have respect for each other, and we should all have respect to be able to like, hey, don't mess with anybody's family. Family is off limits. I think we should all have that as like when it comes to like not a litmus test, but when it comes to the drama and stuff like that, like family should be off limit. I'm a proponent in that, right? So with that being said, if you talk about my family, I don't care who is in your family, I'm going to hit you where it hurts. And that's what I did. And so she was still upset about that. But like I said, I had already apologized for it. And so, it was that. My thing was like, hey, you said that you apologized to me, but then you said you took it back and said you were only doing that to try to make somebody else mad or jealous. And, you weren't my actual friend or whatever. So, that's why I was like, I don't forgive you, or it's hard to forgive you. because I don't know if it's genuine or not. And let me just say, she did give me an apology again. She did apologize, and we'll see if it's real or not. You know, we'll see if it's real. It didn't necessarily turn ugly, but her, not Lady T, but Maggie and Lady Letitia were getting into it, right? They're doing their back and forth thing. And what ended up happening was that Maggie was all like, well, you said, you laughed when Dani was doing this and that to me, blah, blah, blah. And it's all like, it seems like your issue is with Dani and not really with Lady Letitia. And so she was all like, Dani did this to me, she did that to me, she did this. And then Lady Letitia just laughed. And then I was trying to say, like, oh no, she said Lady Letitia said something that was below the belt or something like that, right? And I was trying to tell her, like, well, Maggie, like sometimes it seemed like you know, you have no feelings or you don't care. And like she cut me off before I could finish and like explain. And she went on, she was like, so you think I don't have feelings? You think I don't hurt? You think I don't feel anything? You think I'm not human? And I was like, no, I'm not trying to say that you're not human. But if you act nonchalant, like you don't give a damn and like you don't care what people say about you, then how, like, yeah, I'm going to go harder. I'm going to make sure that I go as low as I can to make sure that you feel pain. Am I saying it's right? No, I'm not saying it's right, but I know that if I don't hit you hard, you're going to pretend like, oh, nothing affects you or nothing bothers you. So I'm going to make sure that it bothers you. I'm going to make sure that it pains you so much that you have an emotional breakdown. Now, am I saying that shit's right? No. But like when people do stuff to Lady Letitia, I know that it hurts Lady Letitia, right? I know that it hurts. With somebody like Maggie, she'd be like, oh, I don't care, I don't care. And so it's all like, okay, well, you don't care, then I'm going to try to hit you as low as possible so that you do care and that it does hurt. You know, I'm not saying it's right, but I was trying to explain that, and I guess she wasn't trying to hear none of that. But I had to get prepared for my own show, and I had to run an errand before my show, so I just ended up dropping down, so I didn't get a chance to explain my side, but that's what I wanted to say. I'm so confused. So is Lady Letitia the same person as Lady T? No, Lady Letitia is a content creator. She has her own channel. Lady T is the one that's known for the tattoo on her neck. The fuck is this lady? Bridget was like Jaguar's old moderator. That's who Bridget is. Yeah. Listen, it's a whole bunch of ladies and Tishas and T's and R's. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of different letters and shit like that. It confuses me too. Don't worry. But yeah, those are two different people though. Yeah, but that's all I had to say about the Maggie part. Like, it's no hate or nothing. I just wanted to let you know, like, hey, well, people are hitting you below the belt because it seemed like you don't care, and you'll say that you don't give a damn. So, okay, well, you don't give a damn. All right, well, shit, I'm gonna go as low as possible. You know, it's not right, but it is what it is. I love y'all for watching. Thank y'all for being here, but we out.